It's a modest little truck that's been chosen for the task of regularly cutting containers over an immodestly big hill. A few months back I was driving a Mack Trident with allied bolt. Now it's time to try out Trident's little brother, the Granite. Well, little bro maybe, in cab height and horsepower ratings, but certainly not in application, as several fleets are setting up Granites for 50-tonne applications, looking for that tier weight advantage. It's a great test, given the physical obstacle of the Kaimais. And while we're not at 50 tonnes, or around the 38-tonne mark, it gives us the opportunity to test the pulling power of the MP8, rated at 435 horsepower, and the power leash engine brake. I start the Trevor test on recently recruited driver Richie Lunn's first run back to Sulphur Point with a loaded 20-foot container on the swing lift. Richie Lunn reckons he should thank his boss, Tomoana Transport Manager Terry Northcote, for acting swiftly to get his hands on the map for the run across the Kaimais. First impressions are the excellent steps into the low-level cab. 3 great, wide, deep and well-treated steps, plus a good full-length grab handle up the back of the door opening. The steps may look a little agricultural, but they certainly work, and it's all part of a miserly setup to ensure a really good tier weight. Inside the cab, it's not a lot different to its big brother, with a great dash layout, offering very functional driving environment. There's not all the wood-grain finish, but the hard plastic dash surround and faceplates give a clean and tidy look to the cab. Every switch engaged is easy to reach and see. Making our way through Matamata, it takes off nicely from the intersections, quickly getting back up to the speed limit and maintaining it in heavy traffic. The ride is comfortable, but we do get a bit of vibration up from the road surface when we hit bumps and corrugations. However, the truck positions on the road well, and the steering is very precise, with no noticeable wander at all. The M-drive transmission handles it beautifully, with nice clean shifts at just the right time, and holding on to gears when it needs to. With my foot hard down, using the power mode at the bottom of the pedal, this gives me downshifts at higher res, and holds on to the gears longer before upshifting. It seems to work really well on this hill. In our Trident test, I was a bit critical of the effectiveness of deceleration on the flat running roads. And Sean Webb, MTT driver trainer, addressed this, explaining that Mack recommends the use of the brake pedal, as it brings in a combination of both the engine brake and surface brake. However, so far on this test, I haven't encountered any similar problems to the Trident, with the engine brake slowing the Granite nicely into corners when needed on a flat run across the Waikato. Going down the Kaimais on the second major drop-off, I set a cruise control speed of around 55 km an hour, and I used the surface brake a couple of times just to steady our speed on the way down. This is a steep descent. Even so, the Granite never looks like running away. I just need to use the higher res, which make the power leash more effective, and utilise the foot brake occasionally. In today's modern trucks, with their state-of-the-art brake technologies, these are no longer issues, so drivers are now encouraged to utilise all their options for braking. Our run down off the hills to Sulphur Point involves a few small climbs and downhill sections, and the Granite handles these with ease, with good crisp climbs up the smaller hills and steady descents on the engine brake. Then it's on to the toll road for the final run to the port. The Granite may be a smaller version of the Mack product, but it's got some real fans who love the tier weight it offers and the technology that comes with it. The engine-transmission combination is, as I've said in the past, right up there with the industry's best. And Granite drivers I come across certainly love their rides. So our conclusion is that as long as the engine is revving up in the upper end of the range, the power leash system will hold you back. But lower down the range and on the steep descents, a brake pedal application is necessary.